Are we rolling? I don't know. Oh, cute. What's my line again? Oh, hello there. Sorry, I didn't see you. My name is Suno, and welcome to this video. If you've never been to this channel and this is your first time visiting, then hello and a warm welcome. I hope you're doing well today. Yes, today's video is rather different from what Dawn's ever done before, really. And she was planning on doing this in October, seeing it as still seeing the theme of it. But she thought, why not do it now? And here we are. And by the title, I guess you can already tell what this video is about. Yes, what? She's actually not really decided on a title yet, so yeah, you already know what this is about. But yes, ghost, you say? Are you not a believer in ghosts? I am, and so is Dawn. Yes, we have quite the story to tell you, or so to say, stories. And if you're not a believer of the spiritual world, then perhaps this video might change your views. Before we do any more ghost storytelling, and we've hardly even started, let's maybe get a bit more into the Halloween vibe, so to speak. There we go. It's a bit better. Yes, the green screen does need a little bit of practice, but it should do for now, don't you think? Now, let the stories begin. Let's think back when this started. Yes, it was last month, August. Well, there are actually one or two other stories that happened back a couple of years ago that contain ghosts. So I should start there and then move on to the recent happenings. So, Dawn's family, back before they moved here, a little black cat, pure black, Mutti, adopted the family. She came to them and stayed with them, and they eventually moved here and brought her. But, as life goes, Mutti eventually died and had to be put to sleep just before they went on holiday. This was a few years ago. This was 2016, 15? Now, eventually a few years pass and they got another cat, Millie. Similar, but she had a little white bib. This one. Now, trying to think. Yes, Dawn was in her bedroom. It was nighttime. So, Dawn had the collie, Molly, that rhymes, Molly the collie, and the other cat, Millie. And suddenly, she saw her bedroom doors open and it goes into a hallway. And she saw something black run, not quite clear, small, black, sort of run out of nowhere and then run upwards almost into the air and disappear. She knew instantly that that was their old cat, Mutti. And there's another part, it's another little story containing the cat Mutti. This is where Dawn was, busy with her wardrobe. She was in her bedroom, the door was open, and her wardrobe door, it was open, and something black ran into the room and pushed the wardrobe door open. It pushed. And again, she saw it was black and small, and it was not the other cat. For Millie was on the bed, and the dog Molly, she was under the bed. This was a day or two later. And a couple of days later again, she thought she saw something similar to the description of the old cat Mutti. So, that was the first ghost sighting, you could say, that Dawn ever encountered. So, that was the first ghost sighting, you could say, that Dawn saw. Now we're going to go and move into the events that happened in August, and actually recent events now, this month. So, this all started when Dawn's family were coming back from Devon in August. The elder sister, Dawn's elder sister, well, only sister, had looked after the farm and stayed here alone. And she had gone away. As they were coming back, she went away to stay overnight with a friend. Now, they came back, everything was fine. They came back into the dining room to find the slippers of the sister, Dawn's sister, in the middle, by the fireplace of the dining room. Now you just think, well, she probably took them off and left there. What's weird about that? Here's the thing. They were perfectly neat, as if someone had gone and placed them there. And everyone was confused as to why she'd leave them in the dining room, but they just probably thought maybe she left them and didn't think too much of it. Next day, she returned, Dawn's sister, and they asked she asked where my slippers, and they said in the dining room where you left them. And she said, I didn't leave them there. I said, well, you did, because they're in the dining room, you put them there. And she said, I did not, I left them in the tack room, which is, you have to go through the tack room, and you have to go through the kitchen, into a little hallway, into the dining room. Now, you think, well, maybe a dog placed them there. Yes, the dogs do tend to take slippers, but if they do, they only take one. And don't put them back very neatly together. So they walked in, they left them there, they left the shoes there, and she was shocked. Everyone was shocked to find out that she had not placed the shoes there. She left them in the tack room, and that something had moved them in that space of time when Dawn's sister left. And so, yes, trying to think. So they had gone. So the reason for the holiday, this isn't really part of the story, but anyway, the reason they had left Dawn's family went on to Devon was to get a car for Dawn, and they went to go take it for a test drive the next day. So only Dawn's mother stayed at home with the dogs. They left the slippers in the dining room and came back to a big shock. The slippers had moved. They had left the slippers in the room, in the dining room. They left them there, and no one had touched them, no one had moved them. But when they came back, they were shocked to find that the slippers, yes, as I just said, had moved positions from facing the front, facing the window. They had now turned to the left. Again, they were perfectly neat, as if someone had picked them up and placed them there very neatly, not in an untidy manner. And Dawn's she had not moved them. The dogs haven't. No one else had been in the house. Now, this was only the beginning. So then we go. I'm trying to think. Yes, we fast forward to, again, still August. Yes, so Dawn was upstairs in her bedroom. This is a little time after the slipper incident, we'll call it. And Dawn's mother and father were outside, and her sister wasn't. She was out. So Dawn was only there. Dawn was the only one in the house at the time being. And she went down, and then her mother came from outside into the kitchen and asked and said, have you left the fridge in the tack room open? And Dawn said, I've not been downstairs. I've been upstairs in my bedroom all this time. I haven't touched it. Why would I leave the fridge door open? And her mother was shocked and took her into the tack room to find the fridge door wide open. And I think, well, someone must have left it open. No one had been in that fridge. There's two fridges, one in the kitchen, one in the tack room. No one had been in that fridge. No one, her father hadn't been, her sister wasn't there, Dawn had not touched it, not her mother, no one. The fridge door was wide open. So, I'm trying to think, there was, yes, another incident. Now, this was somewhat recent. So, Dawn was getting ready to go to sleep. She was wearing one of her rings, her birthday ring, she got for her 16th birthday. She was wearing it, she took it off in the bathroom, washed her hands, and then she went in her bedroom. She forgot she took her rings off, so she went to go get them back. Or at least she thought she did. For the next day, she was going out to see a friend, and couldn't find her ring, her birthday one. So she looked in the bathroom, she looked in the dressing room, She didn't have a lot of time, but she looked to a certain degree for, well, maybe perhaps it's somewhere else gone in the wash. Anyway, next day she looks, it's completely gone. It's not in the washing, it's not in her clothing, it's not, goodness, even her parents moved the furniture to find it because it had completely vanished. Now you're thinking, well, she must have dropped it or misplaced it. But here's the thing. Ghosts do have a tendency to move things and put them somewhere else where you did not find them. So, and then something else from Dawn's sister. She thought she put something in the car, she left something in her bedroom, and it turns out it was in her car. But we don't know if maybe she forgot or not, but the ring to this day is still missing. So, Dawn being Dawn, could not wait for Halloween to arrive, and she could not have a Halloween party due to the circumstances that have happened this year. So she decided to decorate her bedroom and put all the Halloween decorations up from last year that they did for a party. Put them all in her bedroom. This was the 5th of September. Oh, I nearly fell over, goodness. 5th of September. Now, yes, Dawn had finished up putting the decorations. Darcy, Dawn's dog, and Millie the cat were in the room. Everyone else was in the kitchen. So Dawn went to go take something down. She left the bedroom. Darcy was in there. The door was shut. She shut her bedroom door. She came up about 5-8 minutes later or something to find her wardrobe doors wide open and the cat was sleeping inside. Yes. And you think, well, she must have opened the doors because she did put decorations on top of her wardrobe, but she did not touch the doors. No one had been in her room. Darcy's, goodness, names are confusing. Dawn's dog, Darcy, was in the bedroom, so, if anyone was going to come in, she would have barked. No one had been in the room. Everyone was either downstairs or outside. No one had gone upstairs and opened the bedroom doors. Wardrobe doors. Now, this next story happened these two incidents happened, I'm pretty sure, on the same day. Yes, they did. So, the landline telephone which is usually, it's kept inside, and it can't go all the way outside to one of the barns where Dawn's Herds, they do their business, furniture or whatever. And the landline was found in there, and no one had put it in there because it doesn't work. It cuts off. So, no one had not Dawn's father, or her mother, not Dawn herself. Her sister was out at work. It was just randomly found in the barn. And this happened the same day. Dawn was filling up one of the water buckets, and the tap for that is near the back door. So it's on the side view. So Dawn was filling up the water buckets, and her father had gone out. Her sister was still out at work, but she was filling one of the water buckets for the horses. And suddenly the door opened, the back door, and she saw it. She couldn't see actually if anyone was in front, or she only had a side view. So the door opened, and she thought it was her mother either throwing food out to the chickens or letting one of the dogs out. But the weird thing is, it only opened halfway, and nothing was there. No food being thrown out to the chickens, no dog, or no one walking out. It opened by itself, it seems. And no, it wasn't the dog. She could not open it. And Darcy, Dawn's dog, she looked up as if someone was stood there. It half opened, it somewhat shut, but then it opened again, and then it closed. Dawn was perplexed by this and walked in and said to her mother, "Are you okay? Why did you open the door like that?" Because she did indeed. She found it strange, and no one spoke or anything. And her mother said, "What are you talking about? I haven't been out." She said, "You opened the door." And she said, "No, I haven't." And Dawn's mother said, "Well, maybe it wasn't half shut. It was completely shut. It was not the wind. There was no wind at all. It could not have done that because then it shut itself. The way it was done, someone had to have opened it." So, indeed, that was on the same day. I think that's it. Well, for now, I don't know if any more ghosts or paranormal activity will happen in the future. I think it will. Perhaps this can become a regular thing. They have been meaning to... background noise. One of the dogs is digging up the little bed we have. Can you... Okay, never mind. I do apologise. They have been meaning to buy a little... Oh, what's it called? There's little meter things where you can read the energy and you can see it go up. So they have been meaning to buy some ghost equipment things to see if maybe there is any paranormal activity here. And that's it, I think. I think that's all the paranormal activity that has happened recently. We shall let you know if there's anything else happens. Perhaps maybe Dawn will also do another video and maybe even catch some ghosts on camera. Who knows? Comment down below if you'd like to see or hear any more videos or anything about ghosts, especially during October. I do hope you will enjoy this. I hope it wasn't too long or boring. Don't forget to comment, like if you are new to this channel and you do plan on maybe having a scroll through some of the videos and you like what you see, go and click that subscribe button. I don't know if I'll be seeing you again. Maybe I will, I doubt it, but I will be in the short film that was supposed to be coming out in August, but it is taking a little delay. Unexpected Events. I will be in there, so you will see me. I am playing a character called Elizabeth, so look out for me. I will be in there. I'm not sure when it's coming out. The first part has been filmed. Dawn needs to film the rest of it. It's going to be coming out in parts. So instead of being one whole movie, it's going to be coming out in part 1, 2, 3, however many it takes. But it's not going to be a full series or a full movie. It'll be coming out in parts. Not sure when, but hopefully soon. So, I hope I see you in Unexpected Events. See you next time.
Alright, I'm ready now, I ain't gonna fall back now. Alright, I'm take it on me, baby. Alright, I ever ask, are you gonna be my lover? Tonight, I take it with me, what if I left